Li Yuqin was born on July 15, 1928, in Changchun, in Jilin, in the Republic of China. She was Han Chinese and was born to a middle-class family from Shandong. Her father, Li Gui, was a translator to a local missionary organization, while her mother, Wang Xiaoru, was the owner of a small silk farm on the outskirts of Changchun. Both sides of her family served the imperial court, with her paternal great-grandmother being the wet nurse to the Xianfeng emperor's daughter, and her maternal family being court physicians. After the fall of the Qing dynasty, many people who worked in the imperial court were banished by the republican forces to the countryside provinces, which is how the Li family ended up as commoners. She reportedly had 2 brothers and 3 sisters, and had a relatively happy childhood. She attended Nanling Girls' Academy in Changchun, then known as Husinking, the capital of the Japanese puppet state of Manchukuo. In February 1943, when she was 15 years old, Li and 9 other students were taken by their principal and a teacher to a photography studio for portraits. 3 weeks later, the school principal and teacher visited Li's family home and told her that Emperor Puyi had ordered her to go to the palace to study. Money was promised to her parents, she was subjected to a medical examination and then taken to see Puyi's sister, Yun Ho, and taught the palace protocol. She became one of Puyi's concubines and was given the title of Noble Lady Fu. She lived a luxurious lifestyle and had many servants. She claimed that she and Puyi only had sex to consummate their relationship once, and then never had sex again. In 1945, the Manchukuo regime collapsed following the Japanese surrender at the end of World War II. Li attempted to leave Changchun, alongside Puyi, Empress Wanrong and the other remaining members of the old Qing court. She was evacuated with him by train from Changchun to Dalizigo. From there, Puyi continued by plane with only 2 of his sisters, his brothers, 3 nephews, his physician and a servant to Mukden, where he was arrested and taken prisoner. They were quickly moved to the Soviet Union. According to Puyi, Li Yuqin was very frightened and begged to go with him, but he said to her that her and Wanrong could reach Japan by train. Some documents state that Puyi let the women go by train in the mistaken belief that the women would be better treated by the Red Army than men. The women were later arrested by Soviet forces and sent to a prison in Changchun. Empress Wanrong was experiencing severe opium withdrawal symptoms at that time. She died shortly in June 1946, just before Li was released later that year. She worked in a textile factory and in a library in Changchun, studying the works of Karl Marx and Vladimir Lenin. In 1955, she began visiting Puyi in prison. She applied to the Chinese authorities for a divorce in 1957. Li said that, as an emperor, Puyi brought a lot of disaster to the Chinese people and became a collaborator. But as a human being, he also suffered a lot of pain and misery much heavier than the common people's. Li and Puyi officially divorced in 1957, and she married a technician named Huang Yugeng in 1958. They had 2 sons. During the Cultural Revolution, she became a target for criticism and attacks by the Red Guards because she used to be one of Puyi's concubines. She died on April 24, 2001. In Changchun after a 6-year battle with cirrhosis. She was 72 years old.